Denise, thank you for having me over.
Patrick, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. I need the help.
Okay, so what do you have here? Or what do you want to do?
Okay, I've got one more of those birdie gardens, which I was thinking of putting around here somewhere. Gets all the sun in the afternoon.
But nothing in the morning, huh?
No, nothing in the morning.
Okay, so look, I would like to see the vegetable bed here. If you must, maybe you could consider putting it over here, okay, in this area.
Okay.
Because at least you're going to get a little bit more sunshine in the morning and all the sun in the afternoon. Having the sunlight is critical to grow vegetables. So you have to try to find the best spot in your garden, and that means having sunlight.
Okay.
You can fix everything else. You can fix the soil, you can fix the water, you can fix everything else, but you cannot fix not having sunlight.
Okay. So really, the grassy patches where the grandchildren run around is probably the best spot.
No doubt. That spot there where you have the grass would be the best spot to have your vegetable garden. Now it's a big jump for people to say goodbye grass and welcome vegetables. One day I think it's going to be that way, but at the moment I don't think that is the time, and most people would like to have a little bit of grass where kids can play around, and
that's
well,
right.
that's fair enough.
It is.
So at the moment, if you can use this area here, at least it's going to be, you're going to get some good results anyway.
Okay.
Not ideal, but you will get good results.
Okay. So this one over here, I'm a bit concerned then I've probably put in the wrong position. It does get all the afternoon, or a good part of the afternoon sun.
But not much in the morning.
But not much in the morning. I've got broccoli here. I've had trouble with the snails. I've been trying to go organic, so I don't really want to spray pesticides.
Let's talk about the location first. I think, yes, it's not the ideal position because you're not getting as much sunlight. However, if you're going to grow things like lettuce, some herbs, and things that are not going to grow fruits like tomatoes, zucchinis, or things like that, you can still get some good results. I mean, you can see here the lettuce is growing okay. I mean, it's not bad. And the herbs there are growing a bit like crazy as well.
They are.
So
parsley is growing okay.
You cannot complain too much about the results you're getting. So I would say,
I don't think the sage is doing too well.
Yeah, it's just a bit crowded.
It is.
Yeah, I would say that it's a bit crowded. That's why it's not getting enough sunlight, especially that you have those big plants on that side. That would be one of the reasons why it is not progressing too much. But as I said, as long as you only grow things that are not going to grow fruit, this section here can still give you good results.
Okay.
If you want to plant things like tomatoes, I think you would be better off using this one here.
Okay,
yes.
So this is in a good spot.
This is a good spot. I can tell that even though we're getting close to winter here in Melbourne, you are already in the morning getting a little bit of light.
Yeah.
And so by summer, I would say at this time of the day, you would have plenty of sunlight, and then in the afternoon you have all the rest of the sunlight coming from that direction.
That's right.
This would be just perfect for tomatoes and zucchini or any other type of vegetable that produces fruit, which requires a lot of energy.
Okay. So now my carrots, which are over here, are in the wrong spot then.
Well,
do you think?
Yes, I would prefer to have the carrots in a place where you have more sunlight. It's true that carrots are not going to produce fruit, but they produce roots, and they need a lot of energy to produce that big carrots. If you don't have enough energy there coming from the sun, they will find it hard to fill and make reasonable, good size carrots. So carrots, again, I would prefer to put them here in that area where there will be more sunlight. Lettuce, herbs, and other things like that, yes, and by all means put them here. But things that will need more energy, put them where you have more sunlight.
Okay.
I understand that you have a few problems with slugs here, with eating your vegetables.
Yes, the slugs and the snails. And I'm trying to be not to use pesticides or anything.
That's a good thing.
I want to go organic as much as possible. And my cousin told me to buy a bottle of beer
Uh-huh.
and to put that into a small container. You see, I did use some snail bait, but I was a bit uncomfortable about that because I have my grandchildren around.
Yes, yes.
So I haven't tried the beer yet. I bought a bottle last night.
So how do you feel about buying that beer?
I'm very uncomfortable. He did not even put it in a brown paper bag. I didn't have a shopping bag with me, and I had to walk out of the shop, through the shopping centre to my car carrying my bottle of beer.
Yeah, it's not something that you do every day, eh?
No, I think not at all ever.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, it does work. Some people that like to drink beer, they think it's a waste of beer, but the snails seem to like it.
The snails, so that they drown in it, do they? Or
yes.
Okay.
They go in there, looking for the yeast that produce the beer is what they like. They like to go in there, and then of course they fall inside, and that's it. They drown.
Okay, so I need like a biggish but quite flat
container. No, the way I would do it, it would be like a container of an old tomato paste glass container, for example.
That deep.
That it is deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're going to fall in there. They need to drown. So you need something a bit deep. You can dig it and make a hole and put it in the soil.
Oh, good idea. I didn't think of that.
Half of it inside the soil,
yes,
and the other half outside. Then you put beer inside, and then the little creatures will come.
Yes.
They will come for maybe just for a little smell, maybe.
Come for a party.
That's right. They fall in and they say, "Oh, my friends are there, so I better go in," and that's the end of it.
So how many in a garden this size? How many do you think I would need?
You don't need to exaggerate, but the closer they are to where the victims are going to be, of course, the more effective it's going to be. So they don't have to walk a long distance.
Right.
But then again, you need the space for vegetables, not for beer containers.
That's true.
So look, with a couple here, 2 or 3 in this area, should be more than sufficient. They would find it easily, and they wouldn't have to move too much to find them.
Oh, good.
Now I can see that your lettuce is already ready to eat, maybe a little bit old now.
Okay.
I think you better use it quickly.
Okay.
Here
so
you have
more than I demand at the moment.
Yes, well that's the thing. You can give it to a neighbor if you find, but to let it go any further than this is going to be a waste.
Okay.
If you don't think you're going to use it, better give it to a neighbor. They will enjoy it, and they will be happy with you. And especially because they're growing so cleanly and so nice, they're not going to find this so fresh coming off the supermarket. They might find the same lettuce, but it has been there for a couple of days, so it's not as fresh as what you get here from the garden. Surely your lettuce will be better.
Yes.
So if you're not going to use it, just cut it and give it to your neighbor.
Okay.
Also, this type of lettuce, which are really good varieties, the one that you have here, you can cut some of the leaves and use them as you go, and they will grow some other leaves again.
Oh, okay.
So,
whereas I thought I had to use the whole thing.
No, in this case, these varieties that you have here, they have the ability to regrow. So if you cut,
bit like spinach, then.
Yeah, you cut some leaves here. Don't cut them all. Just cut 50% of that, 50% of that, and you make a nice salad.
Yes.
And then you leave enough leaves there to let it grow again.
Okay.
That's right. So do something with these ones, because otherwise they're going to go to waste.
Okay, we don't want that happening.
No, we don't want that.
You can see I've got my little broccoli starting to grow, and I was just wondering whether I now need to give this any more nutrients. And
well, I understand that you put some complete organic fertilizer to begin with. Now, with this complete organic fertilizer, you don't need to put any more complete organic fertilizer again. It's enough that you put some at the beginning when you plant it, and you wouldn't need to put any more at this stage. You have to wait until this is over. You remove these plants, and then you can put complete organic fertilizer once again. It's something that you might have to do here now that you're getting ready to plant in this area. So why don't you give it a try, and maybe dust a little bit of the complete organic fertilizer, and
do I need a glove on, or am I right to use this?
It's very safe product that go in there, so it's not a problem. But yeah, if your hands are delicate, yes, why not use some gloves? But it's not going to hurt you.
That's okay. I prefer my bare hand. I'm very tactile. So.
Yeah, so it's not going to hurt you at all. Yes. So you dust it there. That's right. Now you can see here that the whole area now is sort of covered with this dust. So that area should be fine. Now you can move and start applying to the rest of the area there. That's right. So if you repeat that in the whole bed, you're going to find that you have enough fertilizer to help you grow beautiful vegetables.
Oh, good.
That's right. So that's the way you apply the complete organic fertilizer. You cover the whole bed. Yes. And then maybe a little bit more on that corner. Yes. That's right. And now you can see that it is evenly spread, and the whole area would have enough nutrients there to help the vegetable grow. Some people think that compost is enough, but in reality it's not enough to help the vegetables to grow to the full potential. You need to have some type of fertilizer. I prefer, of course, the organic fertilizer, and this mix here is a good one, and it will give you very, very good results. So after you have done this, you incorporate it into the soil with a fork or something, you know, you just incorporate it into the soil, and then on top of that you put the compost, and then you have a really, really good media where you can grow your plants really, really well.
Ideally, this section of my garden, where we all love to run around, is the best spot for our
yes, ideally, yes, all your vegetables would be there. I know that it is a really hard thing to do. I mean, it took me ages to convince my wife that I needed a little bit of good sunlight, and she let me put first one bed, and then now we have 4.
Okay, that's like, I guess that's why the grass is growing best here.
Of course, of course. I mean, the grass is growing here because they got plenty of sunlight, and it's growing really nicely. So why not? But hey, you can always try different ideas where the vegetable beds become more, they look better, and you might say, yes, I can sacrifice a couple of square meters, you know, and grow very good vegetables there.